It would help if my mic was unmuted. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't know what was up with the ads. It sometimes shows up, it sometimes doesn't. It depends on your ad blockers too. And sometimes it's just a 30-second. I'm sure you just are nachos. What are you guys up to tonight? It's Monday. Not that days matter, but Mondays are Mondays. I'm gonna be playing some Hades. See if I can get this situated. Hades, for those of you that don't know, is a game by Supergiant Games. They did Transistor, Pyre, Bastion. All the games have great music, so unfortunately, Chipzel, I'm going to be cutting you out of this one. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's go without the music. There we go. Got it locked in. Yeah, Witchcraft? Yeah, that makes sense. About as much sense as anything on Twitch, let's be real. So yeah, Supergiant Games. We'll see if my controller's actually synced. It is not, so we're gonna fix that. I really love all their games. They play kind of similarly, but it's a really solid gameplay style, so I have no problem with it. There we go. And I'm going to be playing with this beast. So for those of you that aren't familiar, this is a Steam controller. It looks kind of like an Xbox controller, except these things right here are haptic touchpads. Basically, the thing has haptic feedback, kind of like a Steam or a Switch controller. So it like rumbles when you slide your finger across it, which is really weird. But it's for like a tactile feedback. And I've barely played any of this game, but I did try it out just to make sure I could feasibly do it. But it's gonna be weird. So basically, this is similar to like an Xbox controller, except it's also got bumper, trigger that does a full pull, and a click at the bottom. And then these are paddles, sort of like you would find on like a SCUF controller or like a modded PS4 or Xbox controller. They click in, and you can like map those to anything. So it's pretty versatile and crazy. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. It fits my hands okay. Pyre is... Okay, Transistor is one of my favorite games, so I'm a little biased. But Pyre is really cool, but the whole format of the game is weird because it's like a sports game? It's like playing basketball. You control a team of 3 by yourself, and you have to basically get a ball into an opposing goal point. But it's a story-driven narrative game, and it's all designed around the whole competition being a ritual, which is also really kind of a cool take on it. I haven't finished it yet. I've put a chunk of time into it. I might play that at some point. But yeah, so the way that this works, just so everyone knows, so when I'm going to be controlling this, I'm actually not going to use the analog stick. So this pad is going to be for attacking. What'll happen is I will press where on it, what direction I want to attack, and I'll click it in to make it register. And on this one, I press the direction I want to go without clicking it in. So I just put my finger on it, sort of like a laptop touchpad. It's weird. And then I want to say my attack buttons are actually when I click in on the right pad, it's a basic attack, and then one of the paddles is my like cast, like my ranged attack, and then the other one is my heavy attack or my AoE. So I really like this thing, and I'm an anomaly. Most people hate this thing, but you kind of have to take the time to learn it. And if you're going to play something that would be better suited to using like a typical controller, it's usually not great. Like if I were to just use the analog stick and the buttons, it's not great because they're right next to each other. Your fingers hit each other. Everything they do is really pretty, though. This game is also really pretty. I think it should run fine. Let me know if it lags the stream or anything. Oh no, I'm running at 1920. Okay. I think I was running it on the higher, like, downsampled settings earlier. But let's try this. I started a game, but I'm going to start a new game for the sake of doing this on stream. So get ready to be introduced to Hades, which is about exactly what you think it is. I will let this happen.
Night and darkness guide you.
They sure do.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share.
Narration.
I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
I love what they do with the voice acting and everything in this.
Goodbye, Father.
Alright, here we are in Tartarus.
To hell with this place.
Do I have...
Get out.
So these are souls. Whoops. I forgot I can click in on the left stick, or the left pad, so I'm touching the left pad to move around. See if I can actually, like, visualize this. It's weird. Those souls are here for me to torment, so... Actually, to be fair, I'm not Hades. We will learn that shortly. So, we go room to room. It's a roguelike, so you sort of advance room by room, and you inevitably will die, and you will start over. And that's all built into the narration. I think it's really smart of them to do that in this setting, because it sort of teaches you about the game, and it naturally fits into the narrative that you're repeating it. So there's an enemy.
Try and stop me.
So the advantage to the Steam controller here is I can move in one direction and tack in the opposite, which I would be able to do with two sticks. However, I can do it without using any triggers or anything, which is nice. All right.
There she is.
There she is. So when I like how they have little details of like the fire following him. We have not yet been introduced to our main character, but we will be soon. I have like my cast attack, not that one, that one. So that's a projectile which you actually have to go grab. So you can only use it once. Well, rip me. It'll come back to me at the end of the room.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
So this is Zagreus.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Athena. Also talk about a crazy cast of characters because you just get to use a bunch of Greek gods and goddesses. Also, that bird, that owl on her finger is amazing. All the character design in this game is amazing. So, every run, different gods will bestow upon you different abilities, and you pick one of them. So they affect your attacks, your casting, which is the ranged attack, and the divine dash, which is your dash. So I can add deflection to basically anything. That's what Athena gives me. Let's go with... Let's go with the cast.
Thank you, goddess. Your power fused with mine. This should be good.
So that's the other thing I can't really describe about the Steam controller that I always tell people, is like anytime I tap on a direction like that, the controller vibrates, but it's not like an Xbox or a PS4 controller vibration. It's like a Switch controller vibration, so it kind of like, it almost feels like it's pushing back up into your finger where you press it.
Look who.
Oh, okay, that's new. So yeah, all those different god boons, they call them, they're like powers they bestow upon you, affect how attacks look and everything. Like that deflects now. Can I launch it? Yeah. So that's Athena's cast. And now I have a choice. I can go one of two ways. The little symbol in the orb indicates what I will find there and what I could earn by getting through that room. So this is a palm of power, because of course it is. It's a pomegranate. And then this is the symbol that I saw earlier for Athena. So it's another boon from Athena. It's a roguelike, so all these rooms are randomly generated, and I'm moving through it, and I will get to another world and another world, but for now I'm stuck here in Tartarus. So I'm going to go for the boon, or not the boon, I'm going to go for the palm, which I have to earn first. There are also traps, which I stepped on to show you, and then immediately sacrificed myself to. People really like to hate on the Steam controller. For the right scenario, I really like it. For the wrong scenario, it is not good.
Burn.
But it is a good substitute if you can't be using a controller or a mouse and a keyboard. It's a little slow-mo effect. Palm of power.
Delicious.
Zagreus is great. Phalanx shot. So my cast now damages foes in a small area, and it can deflect. So I'm upgrading the cast power-up that Athena gave me. So now it does AoE as well, which it did not do. Battle planning technique of Transistor. Yeah, I really liked that you could stop time in Transistor, but also that it was built into like the cadence of the game, so you had to actually
They absorbed my blow.
you had to actually like allocate it and take your time and make sure you were using it wisely. They also use the narration to help here a lot, where like these enemies have a yellow health bar, which means they have a shield, and the first thing he said was they absorb my blow, so it gives you kind of a vocal and audible indicator that something is different. Oh. Okay. Let's not stand there. Oh, I see.
The underworld's power.
And this is currency that you end up using back in your home to buy upgrades and all sorts of things. There's a couple different kinds of currencies. There's a lot going on in this game.
Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
And yeah, you can't heal yourself. There's a bunch of pots to break. There's not anything in them, but they're there. This will give me health, a permanent health buff if I complete the room. By the way, how's the stream holding up okay? Is my drop in frames or anything? Let me know if anything seems weird. Oh, ow.
Come.
Oh, this is bad. Now, given that it's my first run and I haven't been home yet, quote unquote, I'm actually supposed to die at some point.
Keep me going for a bit.
Because I'm just starting the game technically. So this has the little like skull on it with an up arrow, which means that that room is going to have harder enemies. So my only choice.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna die in here. Also, the music is really good as always. I think they got Darren Korb to do the music again, and of course, it's amazing. The soundtrack to Pyre is really good too, but I think Transistor is always going to be my favorite. Seems fine. Okay, cool.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I like how he's accepting, like, collect calls from Olympus, from the various gods. So there are Divine Strike. So they have ratings. So, like, Epic for Divine Strike, and Rare for these two. But, let's see. After I take damage, damage nearby foes and briefly deflect. Attack is stronger and can deflect. Dash deals damage and can deflect. This... Okay, I'm gonna take the attack buff. I'm gonna die anyway. So the weird thing about this is all of these are temporary for my run because it's a roguelike. So once I die, I lose all these boons.
Witches.
That had reflect. Oh yeah, that happened fast. There is no escape. All right, so Zagreus died. Joke's on everyone. He's already in the underworld.
Damn it.
I like how he is mildly irritated that he woke up in a giant pool of blood.
Yes, carry on, everyone. Don't mind me.
Whoa.
We got here.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
This is Hypnos. Sleep incarnate.
Some of us more than others.
Back already. Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
This is Lord Hades, god of the dead.
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
He's so sassy.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
So Zagreus is like a teen that's perpetually trying to run away from home and just can't. Every time he tries, he just ends up back home. Also, this is Cerberus.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
Deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
Aw. Also, added to the list.
There's a good boy.
Pet the dog.
Please.
But only the head that likes it. Yeah, one of the heads is just like, well, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Let's see, there's a couple more things to see.
You've returned.
Who dat?
Good to see you, lad. Despite the circumstances. Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
So that's Achilles,
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
who's kind of getting along and being a bro with Zagreus. Any of these shiny, bright things you can examine.
The House of Hades. That dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
Not be in here, but I'm pretty sure Achilles would really be way more of a dick. Achilles would be way more of a dick. But all things considered, he's kind of stuck here. So I also fully believe that Achilles would have gotten bored of being a dick at a certain point and just decided to take company and camaraderie with people who reap the souls of others.
You know I can hear you, old man.
Also, Zagreus can hear everything the narrator says.
It's locked.
Stay out of there.
The narrator, who is not Hades, it's someone. I also just love how detailed this is. Like, this all looks hand-drawn. Most of it probably is, actually.
You have come
And it's
home.
beautiful.
Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. Though, tell me, has the goddess Athena thus been true to her word?
This is Nyx.
She has, Nyx. I'm grateful that you put us into contact and explained to her the situation that I'm in. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
It was the least that I could do. The Olympians typically do not involve themselves in underworld affairs, yet your circumstances seem to do cause for an exception. They shall make powerful allies, but reveal to them no more than they already know. For all our sakes.
Just the detail in the character design. Like, her hair is making wings that are also full of stars. Oh my god, it's full of stars. And crescent moons on her shoulders. Also, Zagreus has Cerberus skulls on one shoulder. As
I
like
understand.
bangle, I think is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, the game is 3D. The way that all the Supergiant games have worked is the character models are all 3D, but they're rendered in sort of a cell-shaded, what's the word I'm looking for? Cartoony vibe, and then the environments are all usually hand-drawn, I think.
Hey, room. I'm back.
A room. Use the mirror to grow stronger. This big-ass mirror.
Night and darkness guide me.
Guys, he's so edgy. The edgelordiest. Okay, so these are permanent buffs. So you can put points into these and they'll be true for always. Shadow Presence, 10% damage when you strike foes from behind. Chthonic Vitality, restores 1 heart when you enter each chamber. Oh, hi Ava. Here's a kitty. Kitty. She's not happy that I'm holding her. You want to sit in my lap? Is that the plan? Yep, okay. Cat tail. So yeah, I have 10 points I can put into one of these. Getting health back is nice, but you have 50 health to start, so it's not great. And I'm dashing through enemies pretty consistently, so I'm going to take that.
See you, Mira.
This guy's friends are like his mirror, his room, his dog. Again, so edgy.
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray.
Again.
Despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
You can hear that.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad, is it?
It's really not. Like, there's a thing here, a thing there, some stuff strewn about. Okay, bye, Ava. But, you know, I guess you could put away your laundry a little bit better, Zagreus. Alright.
Okay.
So these are weapons you can unlock. I do have 1 key, so I could unlock the bow. I'm going to hold on to it, though. And if I look out here, I'll get some
I can
exposition.
do this. First get past the wretched shades of Tartarus. Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The River of Flame ought to be just beyond. Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright, let's give it another shot. I can escape from the courtyard back there.
Alright, for those of you just joining us, if you haven't been here since the beginning, this is Hades. Supergiant Games, Transistor, Bastion, Pyre, they did all that great stuff, and I'm playing with this Steam controller. So I'm playing with the 2 touchpads with haptic feedback, and the triggers and the paddles. Actually, all I'm using, now that I think about it, is the touchpads. I'm clicking them in, and I'm using the paddles, and that's it. So I'm using my thumbs and like my back 3 fingers. It's kind of weird. But it lets me do stuff like moving that way and attacking that way immediately without having to like flick a stick constantly. Alright, here we go. Escape. Escape. Escape out the window. And here we are again.
Thunder. Is that...
A little bit, yeah. Alright, here we go. Ava, you want back on my lap? Okay, there you go. At tail. Now she's nudging up against my hands, which I'm sure is going to help like a whole bunch. So you'll notice this isn't Athena. Who dat?
Is this really him? Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You're receiving a collect call from Olympus. To accept the charges, press A.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Guys, what is Hades supposed to call Zeus on? He said call. He specifically said call. What is his phone number? Let me know in the chat if any of y'all have either played this game or if you've used a Steam controller, and if somehow both of those are true, how you think this is going. Also, let me know if the game's too quiet. I see that I'm on the louder side, but I can always adjust it. It sure does use a lightning charger. Thank you, Apple. Lightning, as anticipated, I can either have my attack do chain lightning, I can have my cast do chain lightning, or I can have my dash strike enemies and just be the Flash. Let's do lightning strike. Sounds good.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support.
There we
If I
go.
could see the day, or night, whenever.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades
You see this?
all but guarantees
This tail?
the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Good thing I'm not dead.
Not dead yet.
Louts.
Those are all spike traps on the edge. Don't want to get caught on those, but I can bait the enemies onto them.
A chthonic key.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
can unlock something back home.
So now I've got 2, and I could
Each exit has
theoretically
its own reward.
use them to unlock one of the weapons back home. Yeah, famous last words. Not wrong. Undead world. That's a great question. I'm actually unfamiliar. Is Zagreus an actual figure in Greek mythology? And if he is, tell me more about him, because I know that you know far more than I do. This will get me coins to spend at shops that are in my run. Or this will get me more health. Let's take the coins. And I will eventually unlock more room types. It'll like unlock the ability to have different rooms spawn in, kind of how roguelikes traditionally have you advance.
Coin from the dead. I'll just take that.
Don't mind me. So that'll get me points to spend back in the mirror. And that is my only way out. That's bomb. Trap kill. Get bonus points from a trap kill. Alright, Chain Lightning, I need you to kick in. So if you played Bastion or Transistor, I'm sure the gameplay looks similar. And it is. It's a little bit faster than Bastion. But depending on your build in Transistor, it's pretty similar. It's definitely slower than Pyre, though. Pyre's a very slow game.
They're armored.
They sure are. Oh boy, that hurts. Extra damage for one getting slammed against the wall.
A divine arrow.
Zagreus is not one I'm familiar with. Wikipedia says he's mentioned in different ways and could be the son of Zeus and Persephone, or Hades' son, or is Hades himself, or is a combo of a son of Hades and Persephone and a son of Zeus and Persephone, or was a partner of Gaia and the first lord of the underworld before Hades. That all tracks. I'm sure we don't want to go into the darkness that is, however, Zeus is involved with this, as is always the truth. Let's find out who this is.
There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Question mark? Who's calling? How may I help you?
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
That's Artemis. That's a really great design. There are 3 quails sitting on her bow. Oh, that's great. I love that. Yeah, I thought about that when I started it too. I'm like, they all have British accents. That's kind of weird. There was a pretty lady in Brit. Yeah, Zeus was definitely involved in all of those scenarios, and then some. Alright, Deadly Flourish. True Shot, pressure points. Okay, so she does critical damage because she's a hunter. That makes sense. So my special is like the ground slam that I have. 20% chance to deal crit damage. Cast Seeks Foes. Yeah, let's do that.
I sure could use some company now that she mentions it.
So now it's green.
Handy too.
Alright, I don't have to grab
They
that.
got me. No way to patch up.
Yeah, I'm
Got to
hurting.
keep going.
So this is an increased bonus of that resource. So the power-up resource that I used back in the mirror, because it's got the skull on it. And this is an extra key to unlock a weapon. Let's do this, just because I don't want to die yet. Oh, they're all armored. That's a cool story. Kind of wish I had taken the Chain Lightning on my cast now, because that would... Oh,
A gift.
that was dicey. Then it would Chain Lightning and Seek Foes out. The music's so good. It boils down when you're not in battle to just like a bass track. I have 3 health.
You and me.
Whoa.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it gets dicey really fast. And sometimes I go to throw this and forget that I haven't collected it. And then you press it and it's like, where is it? Athena getting back in there.
The one called Nyx. She is your mother, as I understand?
Is she
The
now?
Olympians rarely consort with the chthonic gods.
That's a new one.
Though Nyx
Let's add that to the
herself
ore
reached out to me
list.
about your plight, and I was spurred to act.
Alright, so I've seen all these. Except they're different. Or Son of Hades and Nyx. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that tracks. Sure footing. So it doesn't always give you the same 3. There's more than 3 for each god or goddess. Stronger can deflect, dash, damage, deflect, resist damage from traps. Well, that's not going to help me much with 3 health. But I would really like for this to deflect. Yes, in the game Hades by Supergiant Games in 2020, it is suggested that Zagreus is the son of Hades and Nyx. Maybe it shows Nyx as Knight Incarnate, just like it showed Hypnos as Sleep Incarnate. So I don't know if they're chthonic gods or what they are. Maybe. I don't know where the hierarchy goes. Let's try to just get some more level up points before we get out of here. Oh boy. Okay, well when the room does this, is bad. This is real bad. Survive for 45 seconds with 3 health.
Oh,
Nope. Rip.
That was inevitable.
Listen, Dad. No one asked you.
All those wretches got the best of me.
Sad walk out of the blood. It's a literary theory that there's no actual real version of any myth. Any and all versions are all equally true and contribute to the power of the myth. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Hey, buddy.
Oh, one of those wretched louts just killed you dead that time. Those mean old slappy guys? Maybe try killing them beforehand. I don't know.
That's cool. That's a cool thought.
Right. Someone's at the desk next to the throne.
Hey, Dad.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone
Wow.
new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
This is a Katamari Damacy moment. Just trying to guilt the prince into doing stuff for him because he had a drunken rager
Perhaps
one night.
once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, Shades, what are you waiting for?
I like how he's just signing paperwork all day. Like,
Next.
how terrible.
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
Fountain chamber. So these are rooms that you build that can show up in your run. So fountain chamber gives you some health back. It's a random chance it could show up.
Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Sir plunder. Okay, I don't have any money for any of these. And then there's stuff to build here in the Great Hall. And these are cosmetic. And then stuff for my bed chambers, like a scrying pool.
Denied.
Wow. Oh no, he's sad! I did not even notice the queue. So there's a queue. They're going up.
Go on.
They're making their claim.
Laughable. Denied.
And then they're snuffed from existence?
Come forth.
Like, what?
Speak up. Is that so?
They have different expressions too.
Not a chance. Denied.
That's amazing.
Be well. Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'm glad Achilles is my moral compass.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you.
Yes, I did not line up in the queue because I'm American, so I instantly believe I'm better than everyone in the queue.
The House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles, since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, warning the missing prince.
So Cerberus tore apart the lounge because I left, and he was sad.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again?
Again.
Go ahead. Get to the point.
I guess maybe they are trying to appeal?
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
I won't forget you, Nyx, I swear it.
Doesn't sound like a mother...
Moaning and groaning.
Something you'd say to his mom. He's down with a cause of death mauling. I like how they're just having a chat over here. I do need to pet that dog more. That dog deserves more love, and that's why it rampaged, because I wasn't paying enough attention to it.
When I pet your other heads, huh? No.
Is it? So what?
That's amazing. Alright. To the mirror. I'm gonna hang on to my points. Death Defiance basically gives me extra lives. And then Greater Reflex gives me additional dashes. Rest, question mark?
It's never bedtime here.
It's never bedtime. Why does he have a bed?
I should go.
So I have 3. I could unlock the shield. What do you guys think? The bow or the shield? Or should I save up for the spear? It's not a trident. It's a spear. The sword's what I'm using. Any opinions? How I'd spend my hard-earned keys? Shield. It's 1 for shield. One for bow. Let's go with... there is no grenade option. Yet. I don't know what's in this box. It might be a grenade. I'm gonna go with the shield. Just because I want to see how the shield works. I want to just Captain America it.
Open up. Aegis, shield of chaos. Lend me your power.
Psst, over here.
What the?
Excuse me, sir?
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
You know, they all have British accents. Except this one. Skelly the training dummy.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
It's not a rat.
If you insist.
Who's a training dummy? Okay, so bash. Yep, that tracks. To defend. Oh.
Nice one.
Okay. So I can block. And I can throw it because of course I can. And I can dash strike.
That's the stuff.
So you guys can see I can hold it down and spin.
Felt that one. Whoa, yeah.
Can't do that. Whoops.
Whoops.
Bet I got you pretty good. Oh, please.
When I still have my cast, okay. Alright. Escape again. Let's do this.
That looks like a Daedalus hammer.
Sure does.
Enchantments for my weapon.
Okay, so sometimes it's not always a boon from a god. Attack hits twice but does not knock foes away. Bull-Rested fires a piercing shot. Tackle. Huh. What's with the World Smasher?
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Oh, so it's a shorter, more powerful attack. Which is good, because I already have a dash.
Who's first? What else? Saved some for everyone.
Another key. Artemis, was that? Yeah.
Thought maybe I could interest you in some of these old hunting tricks of mine.
And those are? Seeks foes, stronger, and dash strike deals more damage. I do that often.
Time to hunt.
And I can charge it. I can charge it straight into a charge attack. See, you'd rather. Yeah, that's fair. I'd watch a movie about Zagreus. wall slams come in handy. Looks like we're up to 7 people? For any of you just joining us, thanks for showing up. We're playing Hades. What are these? They're pots shooting thing. Oh, Jesus. Lasers? Laser crystals?
That sound.
Oh, it's my favorite. Yeah, we're playing Hades. I'm playing with a Steam controller. This monstrosity. Trying it out, seeing how it works. I've used these for a while, but I haven't used it on this game. And yeah, thanks for showing up. If anyone's not talking in chat, you're always welcome to. We're all hanging out here. I check the chat pretty consistently, so I can check that and respond to it. I'll read the comments and whatnot. Yeah, let's check this out. Any guesses as to who this cup of wine is? Because it's a pretty great one. Alright, let's check it out.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Zagreus likes to have a good time. He's a guy who likes to party. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there, Zagman. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Hey, Zagman. What's going on? Wine and Isis. So I really like how they theme all the gods to what works for them. So Dionysus' thing is like, it's all poison damage. But I don't think it actually shows it anywhere here. The effect is actually called Hangover, when an enemy is like poisoned and slowed down. Trippy Shot. Festive Fog. I gain health when I pick up Divine Nectar. Receive one now. And take less damage when at 40% or below. Positive Outlook. Premium Vintage. Trippy Shot. I'm taking Trippy Shot.
Leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here.
Because now it does this. And I just get a cloud of feeling a little drunk. Is there one way out of here? There's one way out of here.
Numbskulls.
Also, these are numbskulls.
Right on cue.
There we go.
Ah, what I wouldn't give for, say, a healing flask of some sort.
I know, right? A healing flask. Okay, let's see. So, I believe that's a shop. Or I can get a power from Zeus. I'm gonna go for the shop because I got 43 coins. Let's go for the shop.
I think I hear the river.
Yes, you do. Hey, buddy.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that? You got some sort of wares for sale? Then I'll just have a look around.
Get myself some health. So up my maximum life by 25. I can't do either of those. I can buy some points to spend. Let's do that.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
The infernal wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about. Available for sale to whomever would be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
Such an entrepreneur. So the lantern on the boat is blinking. Like I can do something with it?
Took care of those for you, mate.
Smash the pots for you. No, can't do anything. Okay. Alright. Artemis again.
You lads again, huh?
There we go.
Had enough.
Alright, Deadly Flourish. Dual shot. Ooh, second projectile. Keep in mind it's not my shield. That's my, that's the lob bomb. And support for after you cast or hit with a special fire a seeking arrow. Ooh. Yeah.
My senses sharpen.
Just gotta take care of all these for no reason. Very, very important pots to destroy. Okay, so either keys to unlock weapons. I think you can also unlock stuff in the mirror, like another tier of abilities. Or these gems, which are used to construct rooms either in Tartarus or my room or cosmetics and things. So I'm gonna go for the key. More pew-pews. All the pew-pews. I also like that a lot of the environment is destructible. Oh boy, lasers. Speaking of pew-pews. Oh, those arrows.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
Sure can't. Ooh. That's not what I think it is. Ooh. Alright, guys. Any choices here? The heart of the trident. We know what we're getting ourselves into, but which one? Trident. Yeah, that's fair. Let's check out Poseidon. Never gone this far. So he says that when you're getting further in the rooms than you've traveled before, obviously. But it's one of those like subtle audio cues that teaches you, it gives you vital game information without needing to put it on the HUD. Oh my god, those are mines, and they're everywhere. Ava, now's not the time. But, okay.
Cries of battle.
Oh, the cries of... Oh, never mind. That's not a trident. That's a sword. That's Ares.
Show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say.
Hey, buddy.
Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it.
Thanks for the
I'm a fellow student.
backhanded compliment. Alright, Curse of Agony, Urge to Kill, Battle Rage. Yeah, that all tracks. After slaying a foe, my next ooh, 100% bonus damage. Or everything just does 8% more, or attack inflicts doom. After a brief moment, victim takes a burst of damage. Let's do Battle Rage.
With your power, Lord Ares, maybe I'll get out of here yet.
Shop. Ooh, this is a shop?
Should be something useful here.
Charon's sending stuff up my way. Upon demise, all coins return to Charon. All sales are final. Life Essence, restore up to 18 health. Yarn of Ariadne. Next boon you find has upgraded rarity. Braid of Atlas. Cast deals 30% more damage. Duration for 3 encounters. I'm gonna take the life.
Why not?
I also believe that Ares is more of a dick, but for whatever reason he wants... You know what? I think he just wants to piss Hades off. Like, I think all of these gods are coming off as nice because they just want to piss Hades off. And this is how they do it.
Wretches.
Round 2. Cool.
The underworld's power.
Alright, Palm of Power. Yeah, I think Hades might just be already bored and tortured enough. Just being relegated to bureaucracy. Oh, that hurts.
For me, good enough to eat.
Palm of Power. The Underworld Pomegranate Seed contains a godlike power that belies appearances. Can upgrade the Trippy Shot, upgrade Support Fire, or upgrade Battle Rage. Let's do that.
I accept this gift.
Info. You can see what I've got here. And up top I can see my, like, buffs I've got over time for my whole character. I got 69 coins. Oh, let's get that health buff. If I live with 8 health.
A centaur heart.
Oh. So it's a centaur heart.
Yes.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the Underworld Prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Alright. So I've reached the end of Tartarus, which means I'm going to fight a boss. Shocking. And we will get to see what the bosses consist of. Also, these statues I just noticed. Alright, here we go. Boss with 33 out of 75 health. Who dat?
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Fight some Furies. Fight a Fury.
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
Alright.
A man after my own heart.
She's into it. Oh, ow. I was trying to bait her into that. It did not work. Oh. Ah, 2 health.
Nothing to me anymore.
Wow, harsh. Super harsh. Okay, Ava, I'm having trouble concentrating with you sitting on me like this.
Ah, cheers for that, Meg.
Know if I can accurately sum up how this cat is getting in the way. And there she goes. Yes, do you want out? Actually, that might be a good point for me to take a quick break. I'm going to run and get some more water, and I'm going to run an ad. See if I can do this without breaking everything. Game is frozen, but that makes sense because I all typed out. Okay, I will be right back, guys. Y'all hang tight for a second, and I will see you shortly. Okay, I'm back. Let us continue this. Cool.
What?
What's going on, Hypnos?
Wow, so Megara herself got you last time. That
Huh?
must have been intense. She's fast and strong and beautiful. And, anyway, I hope the fates are nicer to you next time.
Okay, Creeper.
Yeah, I hope so too.
How's it going there, buddy?
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
Yeah, that's my fault.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
This guy.
You want more pets? I got more pets here, boy.
I must get back to work.
More pets.
I grew nauseous merely listening to this. Next.
He's getting back to work, and they all lined up.
Your claim?
Alright.
Hey, lad. You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
Do you?
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful.
Claim denied.
Codex received. Yes, Ava.
Who is next?
Okay. Learn more by having conversations with Achilles. Okay, so this is cool. It encourages you to actually explore the world. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 gods I have not met. All the areas. Learn more by entering House of Hades. Infernal Arms. Bows. Undiscovered, undiscovered. So they are chthonic gods.
Denied.
And so am I.
And next.
I guess it makes sense that I'm a god.
State your case. And
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
Doll. Oh, this guy's having a bad time. What do you think about that, Hades?
go.
Oh, he made it. Not just denying literally everyone. Okay, that door's locked.
I'm listening.
What's going on,
I
Nyx?
heard lately from the goddess Athena, Nyx. She seems to admire you. I thought Olympians didn't like our kind.
They typically do not. But you are family, child. And I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
I guess we're all technically family, which is weird in and of itself.
You make a good team.
Denied. With you.
That was just a soul being decimated by Hades' response. Alright, I got 65. Let's grab Death Defiance. And Chthonic Vitality 2 times.
Nyx's strength.
Cool.
Not even tired, thanks.
I tried to sleep. More mysterious exposition, yes.
Don't suppose I can talk you into fighting back this time?
Not a chance, boyo. I'm paid to take it, not to dish it out. Now give it to me.
Who's paying you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so I can buy the bow. Let's give the bow a shot.
Let's try it. Coronacht, the Heartseeker. Let's deal some death.
Oh, you got one.
So you do have to charge it for an amount of time. It blinks at a certain point, and that's like a power attack. And the dash strike is like a fast charge. And then my personal favorite,
Nice.
the volley fire. I think it's really cool how this game, it has all the weapons and they all get modified by all the boons you pick up. So they all get changed.
Find day or whenever to get me out of here.
Day or whenever. For early access content, it's pretty complete. I want to say... They say on the main menu, I don't know that you can finish the game, like the story, right now. I don't know if you can in general. I assume you would be able to eventually.
The terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
But right now, they've been doing updates like almost every month. and then I think the next update is planned for June. But they're adding, like, they add a world here, or an item set, or a set of traits, and they're pretty active. In fact, their patch notes actually include, like, a little marker for, like, community suggested content. So it was like, based on community feedback, we added this or tweaked this, which I thought was cool. So I find it really, really cool that they're taking that into account. All right, Zeusy boy, what's going on?
Well, my nephew, you're admittedly in quite a bind down there. But what is life without its struggles, hmm? You'll make it here eventually, I'm certain.
All right. Last time I was saying I wish I had taken this, so let's do it.
Thunder time.
There we go. Chain lightning.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to maybe map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
Okay.
Something for the mirror.
Coins or Dionysus? Let's go. Let's go Dionysus. So it's a longer charge time if I haven't just dashed. So it takes getting used to.
Here they come.
Hey, buddy.
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
It's really bad reception.
He's offering an exchange.
After party, if your hearts are below the threshold, restore it to the threshold. Okay. So basically, if I end a room with less than 30% health, I get restored to 30% health. That's useful, because I can get away with a little bit of health. Take less damage at 40% or below. The Festive Fog. Let's do after party, because this would replace my Zeus shot.
Strong stuff.
It's so dark he can't hear? Yeah. Do you expect anything more from Dionysus?
Let's see how quickly I can slay you all.
And there is a little bit of lock-on. So like when I go to attack, it'll lock a little bit, but I have pretty good freedom aside from that. Arm of Power.
There's something.
Alright, create that.
They must have lots of these upon Olympus.
Key. So what do you guys think of this? I really like this game.
Back at home.
I'm probably gonna keep playing it for a little bit, but I just really like the whole vibe of the game.
I can use this to
I'm a fan of the studio already, but I think I picked this up because it was on sale, and I was gonna get it eventually anyway. It's only on the Epic Store and Steam right now, It was on the Epic Store exclusively for a while, and that's why I was holding off on it. It's going to come to consoles. They just haven't announced which ones yet, but given their track record, I think it's probably pretty safe that it'll end up on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I hope. Fingers crossed. But we'll see. Restore 10 health. I'm only missing 1. Let's use it when you got it. So yeah, these are the fountains that I commissioned. So I spent that money.
A place of calm and respite.
And this sort of room shows up now.
Unimaginable in the underworld occasionally is to be found, in fact.
Yeah, I want to know more of the story too. I want to know like what the actual
Not a moment too soon.
narrative going on is. Like why am I leaving? What am I actually fighting against? Why are they all helping me? That sort of stuff. Yeah, I've grown to like roguelikes a lot, and I know they're not for everyone because you're kind of fighting an uphill battle constantly. But that said, this doesn't feel like a roguelike because it's baked into like the narrative of the game. Which I think definitely helps rather than just being like, oh, it's a game like this that does its thing but randomly generated and over, which is what you get a lot of the time with roguelikes, where it's like, oh, this is just like another game I've played, except it's randomly generated, so it's endlessly playable, but also kind of endlessly boring in the same way. 'Cause, like, it's always different, but it's always different in the same way. Give me those points.
What is it now?
You're out well past your curfew, boy.
Okay, Hades. Shush, Dad.
I get the feeling I am being watched.
There we go.
Nearly made it.
Right, I just have to survive.
They had their chance.
Peace and quiet.
They did have their chance.
Good.
I'm gonna keep riding this Dionysus train. See how this goes.
Oh, this place.
Oh, what are you? I have not seen these before. Where's my... There it is. Oh, I see. It, like, hangs onto it until I do enough damage. So, stun it.
That's what you get.
There we go. Special inflicts hangover. Dash causes hangover several times when you started. Gain hearts when you pick up Divine Nectar. Oh, gain maximum health. I don't get Nectar very often though, but I'd get 25 health right now. Let's do this.
Cheers to that.
So that does hangover now. I think I'm nearing the end of Tartarus again.
for safekeeping.
Lamia. Slain foes have 50% to drain health items. Yes. Sneeze. Pardon me. I could use that. These are all for only 3 encounters, so... Thank you. Ooh. 1 extra casting charge. 20% move speed. I'm gonna take that. I could get all 3. I'm gonna stick to that. Because I think I have a shop here.
Brimstones.
Oh, coins. Not a shop, just coins. There's Poseidon. Be my only option out of here. Oh, health. Alright, Poseidon. Hopefully I can get some of your abilities. So as you can see, I'm not, like, terribly clumsy with it. The Steam controller actually works out pretty well. Like, when I started, I'd worry that I was going to walk into projectiles and stuff, but it actually works pretty counterintuitively. Pretty intuitively.
Crashing waves. A trident. It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades,
Uncle Number 2.
I accept this message.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Stir things up. Uncle Poseidon. Super anime Poseidon. He is super anime. Super animu Poseidon. Attacks deal more damage, knock foes away. Dash damages foes in an area and knocks them away. Gain a random assortment sunken treasure. I'm at 57 out of 75. I'm actually doing okay on health. I think I'd like this.
Looks like I caught a big one.
A wave dash?
Power of the
I've got a
sea
wave
should
dash.
help.
Oh, that's cool. Power or a shop. Let's go to the shop. I got a bunch of money. I got hella coins. Okay.
Just tidying up a bit.
Just tidying up. Just destroying these pots for you, Charon. Don't mind me. I did this once and he had a line about not a pot allowed, and it was pretty great. Ooh. Daedalus.
Hey, Charon. If there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you? Great.
Great. Daedalus Hammer would upgrade one of my existing skills. I don't have anything attached to my attack, so I kind of want to buy this. That'll be the only thing I can get, though. Let's do it.
Ah, you found me, little nephew. Strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman. That means you win my blessing.
Most disturbing, Riverboatman. Alright, let's take the Tempest Strike. Also, Rupture Foes. It takes damage when moving. Ooh. Okay, let's do Tempest Strike. That's a pretty big damage
Let's make
buff.
some waves.
Water arrows. Like, just look at that water effect. Alright. Time to fight Meg again. Meg again. I can talk.
We meet again.
Hey girl, hey.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Damn.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Oh, that hurts.
Try to scratch.
You suffer. Take this.
Bullet hell. Briefly go bullet hell. If I can keep poisoning her, that's actually... Oh boy.
All right, you wretched shades appear. Beg me for mercy, fool. I said die.
Where's my charge? Now's not the time to be looking for it. I could really use it. There it is. Oh, along with some health.
Through them yet.
Oh, stunned her out of it. Oh. Oh, I don't want to be here.
Impossible.
That was close. Closer than I would have liked.
Got you. The ancient blood.
Whew. Alright, ancient blood.
Achilles might know what to do with this.
Unclaimed Titan blood, battled out of Tartarus with the heart-seeking bow. What do we got?
How did you?
I don't think he's happy that we left. He's kind of irritated. Shop and sell. Yeah, I'll take the health. Ooh. 29 darkness. Yeah. sell
away
my
boons.
boons for money, should I want to, but I do not want to.
Farthest I've come. And check.
Cool little map. Making my way out of hell. The underworld.
Made it to Asphodel.
Asphodel with a dark synth soundtrack.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof.
Only flame resistant. Alright.
It's nice and warm out here, I'll give it that.
It's a very, like, it's a lighthearted take on the underworld. Not like super lighthearted, not like Disney lighthearted, but like lighter than usual. Oh, those are all hands. Oh boy. You can be lit on fire, and it does hurt. Don't step in the lava.
Alright, who's next? Stay dead next time.
So the map changes a little bit, and I have these pits of lava to jump over now. Which I can walk over them, but it will hurt. No, I'm out of Poseidon's water. Cool, the flames of hell. Bottle of nectar.
Who should I give this to?
So the bottles of nectar you can give to NPCs you talk to as like gifts. They give you a bonus of some sort depending on who you give it to. And here you take, you know, your classic Mario World bone raft to wherever you're going. Let's get that health buff. This is about as far as I've made the game. I made it like 2 or 3 levels into this on the other file, and that's it. So I've about caught up to the, you know, hour I put in to learn how to play the game pre-stream and trying to adjust to playing with the Steam controller. Which it seems like it's working pretty well. This is getting a lot more bullet helly.
Nice try.
Oh, that hurt.
That's a relief.
The soundtrack reducing down to bass reminds me of Doom, the 2016 Doom. Reminds me, I still want to play Doom Eternal, but I have not had the chance yet. Lasers. Oh, I got levels now. Oh, these guys. Can't dash fast enough to get through both. Oh, he can get lit on fire. That helps. Yeah, I also keep waiting for it to go full chainsaw. That's a lot of enemies. Something I didn't collect yet. Oh, yep, here's the key.
A key to a weapon.
Hate to be super, super health focused, but it's happening. Oh, what? Oh, they're trying to kill me. That's cool.
That's good.
Keep accidentally walking to the water. Let's... Hey, buddy. Here we go. Just burn.
Uncle Poseidon.
Uncle Poseidon. Wave pounding. Ocean's Bounty exclusive access. Any boons you find are more potent. Ooh. Sounds good.
The sea god's might.
Want some coin. I need to keep in mind, I bought one of the death things. So when I die, I will actually come back to life with half health.
Inferno bombers.
Cool. Which is good, because that's probably going to happen soon. Oh! Death defied. There we go. Alright, well, used my death.
Good for the health.
Those are my two options. Yeah, they are. I think there's only ever two ways out of a place, but... yeah, let's do this.
Gust of air.
Hey guys, holding up? How's your Monday night going? Everybody doing okay? Thank you for those of you who've stuck around. I'm probably gonna go. I was planning to go till 9. I'll probably go until I die, which will probably be sooner than I think. Oh, this is interesting.
Having traversed the flaming river Phlegethon to gain this vantage point, relentless Zagreus must now confront a foe of unimaginable savagery, who lies ahead, awaiting patiently its time to strike.
Okay, so I think I made it through Phlegethon.
Way to spoil the surprise, old man.
Well, let's see what's going on
There's
here.
a mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Hey, buddy. Swift Flourish. Let's do that. Oh, nice chance to dodge. Nice. A diamond.
Hello?
Own Hydra. Oh, that just chases me. Like, full chases me. It's like a mid-boss. Just hanging on to this. Just keep poisoning him. Oh! Hello. For a weapon that requires I be super mobile, not the easiest. Oh no. See my ah ha ha. That hurts. Oh,
brought friends, have you?
That came out of nowhere. Oh, man.
Oh,
all right,
I'll get that Hydra.
I'll get you one day, Hydra. All right, let's explore here a little bit,
What?
and then I will call
like
it.
Bone Hydra of Asphodel just
Bone
stopped you that
Hydra.
time, huh? I hear each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
Yes, they did have their own tricks, and that was
It
tough.
was
Thank you
unpleasant, yes.
for reminding me. Oh, right, I have my nectar. So I can give my nectar to a friend. I can give it to Cerberus. I can give it to Hades.
Why, I can scarce believe my eyes. Is that you, boy? Cerberus, look who it is. He's back.
Wow. Wow.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
No need to drag the dog into this, Father.
Anything you say to me, you say in front of Cerberus. You might even learn a thing or two from him of listening and of obedience.
Yeah, the doggo's getting the nectar. But first.
All those with
In fact, that's
claims
instead of
fall
petting it. So
You
let's
really
talk to
ripped
him
the lounge
first.
to pieces, boy. I hope you didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
Aw.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
Is that what happened?
Cheer up, boy. It'll be all right.
I've heard enough.
Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank you, boy.
Keepsake, old spiked collar.
So,
Oh, look, they're social links.
fine, granted. Next already. Your business?
So I don't know what you do with keepsakes, but
Strong.
let's see. What's up,
Achilles,
Achilles?
sir. I got a relic of some sort out there. A globule of ancient blood which formed after I fought with Megara. Is this really the Titan's blood I found?
As far as I know, yes, lad, that it is. Though whose exactly, I'm not so sure. You'd best hang on to it and keep it safe. Your weapons, they shall thirst for it and drink it up. Not yet, perhaps, but soon.
Weapon
Well,
buffs.
I wasn't about to
Weapon
drink it.
buffs. That's good. Yeah, don't drink that.
Proceed.
Maybe you'll have something more affordable next time.
Yeah, nothing I can afford.
Wonder where Nyx went.
Nyx is gone. Hey, Megara.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Talking shit.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Next already.
Alright. Let's go to the room. Sort of figured the keepsakes might be in here. I can spend 5 keys to have access to more talents. Additional dash. Yes. Give that to me.
Done.
Might hang on to the keys.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
He said the thing.
Right on schedule.
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
Get out of Tartarus with each of my infernal arms to get more Titan blood, then. Got it. Thank you, mate.
Game mechanics, game mechanics. Oh, what are you?
Got something new to try.
There's the keepsakes. Okay. So these are similar to other Supergiant games where you can equip buffs,
Go with that one.
basically.
Which one?
You can equip like a buff at a time to make the game easier. Usually they have a way to make it harder as well. But as of right now, it's easier. The health is definitely appreciated. Alright. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. This seems like a good note to go out on. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up, those of you that did. Again, I'm going to give the usual spiel. I'm going to try to keep it short because I don't have notes in front of me. But we're streaming under the banner of Level Up Video Games. We're a game shop in Santa Cruz, California. We do retro games and modern games, pretty much everything in between. We have our online store up. We actually just opened again for curbside pickup. You can't come into the shop yet. We haven't nailed that down because of the essential businesses, but you can order online and do curbside pickup. I believe it is 2 through 6, Monday through Saturday. Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong on that. But you can place your order online and do a pickup during that time. We're also taking curbside trades. We are taking all the precautions necessary for COVID, so you drop off a trade. I believe there's a turnaround time. It's not going to be like same day thing, but you can still bring them in. We'll process it. We'll let you know what your offer is and get back to you. Shouldn't take more than a couple days at most. Yeah, there we go. There's the link. I also added a command. If you do ! level up, it should do a link to our website. Yeah, there we go. So our online stock is updated constantly. All of our stuff is on there. We have new and used games and accessories, consoles, that sort of stuff. We do ship as well, so if you're not in Santa Cruz, you're welcome to order. We will ship out to you. I believe, are we shipping consoles now? I don't know. Aaron will correct me. But we have all of our games, accessories, controllers, cables, all that sort of stuff on there. I worked there for 6 years. I'm no longer working there. I switched jobs, but I'm happy to support the store, and I wanted to do my part to sort of chip in any way I can to keep us going during this weird time where we're all stuck inside. But make sure to stay safe, and that's the important part, because the more safe we all are, the faster we're going to get back to, some sense of normalcy. And this is the beginning of that, starting to try to do that. Yeah, so 48 to 72 hours for trade turnaround. That gives us time to make sure that everything's disinfected, test it, and get to you with an accurate quote. I know it's a little bit longer than our usual turnaround time, which was usually like when you're in the store, like 10 minutes, but we want to be safe and we want to make sure that everything's above board. So yes or no, depending on the console. So some consoles we do have on our website. If it's on the website and you can order it, it should be available for shipping. If not, yeah. Yeah, sorry, 10, you are a little late. I just finished up my run of Hades. I might play this again because this was really cool. And I'm going to figure that out. I'm only streaming 1 day a week, but I was just finishing up the spiel on the store. So yeah, if you guys want, check out the website, levelupvideogames.com. That has all of our stuff on it. Feel free to order something, please. If you're looking for a game, feel free to send us a message on like Facebook Messenger or email us. I think it's store@levelupvideogames.com. If we don't have it, we can probably get it for you if it's a newer release. If it's an older release, we can try to let you know when it comes in. We have a wishlist system. I don't know how we're updating that right now, but it should still function as it does. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by to say hi. Yeah, we're getting this going, and I think we're gonna try to keep this pretty consistent. So I want the Twitch stream to really be able to, grow and be something that we all contribute to. Speaking of all of us contributing, so currently the people streaming are myself, Aaron, who is our correspondent / coworker in Japan. He usually streams Sunday nights. I usually stream Monday nights. Nate has been streaming Wednesday and Friday nights. Yeah, so I think Nate's going to continue with Katana Zero on Wednesday, which looked like it was a blast. And that got me to play something like this, where it's like I want to kind of challenge myself and not just do something that I can blow through. And this is kind of a nice mix of like narrative and difficult gameplay, because a lot of the narrative-based games that I've played up until now aren't hard, but I wanted to play something a little more challenging. Yeah, and I think Marcus is going to try to stream on Thursdays. This Thursday, actually, I'm going to be streaming with him, and we're going to finish up our playthrough of Streets of Rage 4, which we started last Thursday when we played Guacamelee as well. But Streets of Rage 4 has been great. We might fingers crossed, if my internet holds up, we might be able to get Sam in there and actually do 3 players. But the way we're doing it is they're parsecing into my computer, which if you don't know what parsec is, it's a program where someone connects to your computer and their controller connects, and they basically act as a second and third controller on your local computer, so you can play local games over the internet. But that sort of taps your bandwidth, so I have to like max out my internet connection, but we'll see if we can make it work. Serving community Discord server. We've talked about it actually. I think we want to. It's just a matter of nailing down the specifics. I think it would be a really great thing to have. Just have a level up community Discord where people who have been in the store, know the store, or even find it online can come in, hang out, have stuff for like a game lounge, have voice chat for that, have different subtopics, either, you know, per brand, like Sega discussion, Nintendo discussion, Atari, all that stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Right now, all we have is we have our private one we're using to coordinate this, but that's pretty much all it's for. So I want to do it, and like Aaron said, we're talking about it. We just want to, you know, nail it down and make sure it's good when we launch it. But keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook and our website, because as soon as it's live, you will know. Yeah, no, I agree. I want to. I think it'd be cool. I'd definitely join it and hang out in there. I'm a part of a handful of Discord servers, but I don't do a lot on there. But it's a great thing because everyone can just kind of voice chat and play games together if they want. And it doesn't really matter what platform you're on. You can get Discord on your phone, so you can do it on pretty much anything. Yeah, I think I've talked myself silly. So I'm going to wrap up before I completely destroy my voice. But yeah, keep an eye on the socials. We keep our updates there. But yeah, so it sounds like Aaron also said Sherry, Aaron's wife, is going to be playing on Saturday until dawn. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, that's going to be good. Okay. Oh, you're not keeping me. I've just been talking for like 2 hours and my throat's starting to feel it. But I'm happy to talk. I like having people here and I like chatting with people. I want more people who are like familiar with us, and even people who aren't familiar with us, to just come in and chat. Like, even if you're not gonna keep a close eye on the stream, it keeps us engaged, and that's kind of the whole point of this. We want to keep people engaged, we want to keep people talking, we want to keep us all connected during this time when we can't all meet in the store. Thank you for the follow, Ray. Appreciate that. We're in the midst of getting all of our, because we hit affiliate status, which is really cool. I'm gonna actually switch this back to my camera while I'm talking. Yeah, we hit affiliate status, so we're actually kind of getting our subscriber stuff in order. So right now, all we've got is the badge for the 1 month sub, but we're getting emotes together. We're getting, you know, some more perks. We've talked about possibly doing some like no promises. We need to run everything through and by Jerry and all that to make sure it's all above board. We talked about having possibly some like store perks for subbing on Twitch, maybe like discounts or, you know, something like that. So if anything like that sounds good, leave a comment on like our Instagram posts, our Facebook posts in regards to the Twitch stream, or send us a message and let us know what you want like a subscription benefit to be, or if you want a Discord server, get your friends to go comment on it. Like, that's the way that we know that people want it, is when they tell us directly. And because you can't go into the store and talk about it, because I know that's how I heard about so much stuff when I was working there, this is the best way to do it. So yeah, let us know. We want to do all this stuff, and so long as we get feedback and hear that it's something that you guys want to do, we definitely want to do it. And then I completely ran out of breath because I just talked forever. This is what it was like every day I was working. I loved every minute of it. But you can have some of the people in here know me personally, and I had like no energy at the end of a day after 8 hours of talking. Yeah. Now I'm just rambling, but I don't mind rambling. I've also considered, because I've been working on some like pixel art for the emotes and stuff. I don't know if any of it's going to make it to the final stuff because I'm not versed in pixel art, but I've debated doing some streams that are just like like the art streams, like just making the feedback, or making the feedback, I'm reading the chat, making the emotes, making the badges, doing that stuff as like an art stream, or even just doing a just chatting stream with like a couple of us on Discord with our cameras and stuff, just hanging out. Sam fielded possibly doing a tabletop game, so doing something like D&D. So let us know if that sounds like a good idea too. I'm just throwing these all out in case anyone who's watching thinks these are a good idea. They are. Let us know, either, you know, in the chat here, comment on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those things. We're keeping that all up to date. And yeah, Aaron's the one majorly helping Jerry with that, so shout out to him. He's kept us going during all this, and we're all just trying to be supportive. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions or anything, feel free to send it at us. Tomorrow is Tuesday. There is no stream tomorrow, I believe, is the way this works. I've lost track of days, guys. It doesn't make sense anymore. So Wednesday, Nate at 7 o'clock, I believe, is going to be doing Katana Zero. Thursday, I'm going to be playing Streets of Rage 4 with Marcus and possibly Sam. And Friday, Nate's going to do Katana Zero, or if he wraps that up, he'll do something else, but he usually has Wednesday and Friday. He's also been thinking of doing some of his PSVR stuff. Beat Saber is something he has, and some more stuff like that. And then Saturday, it sounds like Sherry and Aaron are going to do Until Dawn, which I'm very excited for. And then, I don't know, Aaron, are you still doing Sunday? Are you going to do City Shrouded in Shadow? The Kaiju Giant Robot Disaster Report game? Oh yeah. Yeah, we should get Wesso on here and do board game night. I know they just did a bunch of board game releases on Humble Bundle, and they're all, you know, we can donate some money to charity and get some electronic board games running and do that. There's some good stuff in there. Okay, cool. Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to do the thing that I always do, and that's ending a stream with our maximum viewers for the night. And I feel bad. Let me see. Is anyone streaming right now? Depends on your workload this week. Oh yeah, let me know. I mean, don't let Jerry work you so hard that you can't stream. Let's be real. But yeah, no, it does take a lot of translation prep. No, do it all on the fly. What's wrong? How hard could it be? Just translate all the Moonspeak on the fly. Can't be that bad. Let's see, is anyone... Alright, I think I'm just gonna stop us for now. Alright, you have a good night too. And I'm gonna head off, but you guys, thanks for showing up. You guys take care, stay safe, all that stuff. Check out the website, levelupvideogames.com. We've got all of it going on there. And let us know about supporting community stuff like this, because we know that's half of the store, right? Like, the store is, there is a retail space, but the community is the reason we all, you know, keep going back. That's the reason I kept working there for so long. Like, I was there for 6 years, and I loved every minute of it because of the community. So I want to connect with you guys and chat with you and hang out and talk about games and all that stuff. And it's a space for everyone, so... There's a reason we called everyone nerds affectionately when they walked in the door. It's because we're all nerds and we're all bonding over the same thing. Alright. I'm going to fade out here. I'm going to play the music for a little bit. A couple seconds, and then we'll be done. Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. And, yeah, of course, Aaron. I'm happy to do this. This is fun. This is barely doing anything. I'm just playing games. I was going to play Hades anyway. Yeah. You guys have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. And we will talk to you soon. We'll see you on Wednesday for Katana Zero at 7. All right. You guys have a good night. Bye.